And alrighty, Funky Dokes, we are back live once again, and we're continuing along with our playthrough of No Man's Sky. So, hey there, hi there, ho there, dudes and dudettes. Welcome back, and a fine welcome to you if you're new to the broadcast. We're happy to have you along for the ride. Where that ride currently sees us, is on a space station, but as we can see in the bottom right hand corner, we have some citizens disputing back at the old Chateau de Epstein. So we gotta head on over there, put them in their place, play the role of moderator. Our frigates are back from their expeditions, so we also have to swing on by the blade, get our booty. Then we have the They Who Remain mission in full swing. We've gotten 2 out of the 3 components to craft our first multi-tool staff. So we're going to definitely be getting on back to that. We actually don't have to utilize the ship to get to where we're going. Head on over to the teleporter. And zoom right on over to the chateau. At this point, it's kind of become just forgettable, keeping up with what's going on with the settlement. There's really not much more we need to do. There's no more buildings to construct. And the disputes are just air. It's not like they gotta choke each other out or come back to a murder scene. Pretty sure I could just leave them to their own devices. We'll figure it out. But we're here. It's something to do. We'll get it done. Also a good idea to check in from time to time, see how you're doing on your sentinel warnings. I've yet to let that go. I don't know if they do damage. What happens if you just let it run its course? Let's see. Alright. So, Planetary Specialist Nakal accuses Scout Owajunghanga of fraudulently impersonating them. Yeah, it seems like a tall order. It is noted that the accused has recently filed a significant loss with the settlement accounting authorities. Alright, old Gex son bitch, you're gonna pay us 6,348 units. And he seems happy for getting a fine. I guess that works. Always want to take a look. We are still at 30 citizens. Happiness is at 72%. Productivity is just shy of 1 million. And we've already gathered up our items for the day. So it's going to be another 16 real-time hours before we get anything freebie. But as we can see, our Sentinel alert level is only at 45%, so it's probably going to be another day before they come on by to attack us. I think we're good. I think we can pretty much just forget about the settlement for the time being. Alright, next order of business. To the blade. Now, one thing I will point out is once you finally get living frigates in your fleet, we currently have 2. Pretty sure you can get an abundance of them, but as long as you have 1 on each of the expeditions that you're doing, usually they'll produce psychonic eggs, which, when you get around to getting a living ship, will provide upgrades for them. Of which we go to the freighter. These are all our living ship upgrades. Once we get a living ship, we'll be able to start fitting these in and see how they do. But for now, we've just been gathering them up. But that's how we've been coming across those. It's like you have a living frigate and you throw it on a mission. Usually they'll find these in their travels. They vary. They do have S, A, B, C class. I don't know what the heck these are. But they're pretty much standalones. And we've gotten quite a few salvage frigate modules. I believe we need 2 more to purchase and upgrade. And we We also get an inventory, but we can hold off on throwing that in. So, next order of business. Come on in here, debrief our fleets, and get some free items. So as you can see, that's one of our living frigates right there. We're likely going to get a psychonic egg for this. Not guaranteed, but I would like to believe we'll get one. So far we got some enriched carbon, some neural ducts, some units, salvage frigate module, hell yeah, that means we only need one more. Nothing on that one. 10 grantine, some activated copper, some units, a psychotic egg, oh what a shock. 400,000 more units, and that's gonna do it. Oh, we got a rare treasure too. This will probably fetch us like 1 to 2 million units. And next up, and again, as we can see, we have another living frigate on this expedition. So I'd like to believe we're going to get another psychotic egg. 2 spawning sacks. I have no idea what the hell that is. Find out in a second. 5 geodistates, 260,000 units, another 400,000 there. Close to another 400,000. 500 magnetized ferrites, 7 Viking daggers, 500 indium, 218,000 units, more magnetized ferrite. There you go. Another thing that popped up on the last batch that we got, I actually got Quicksilver. It wasn't much, I think it was like 200 and change. But evidently you can get Quicksilver from these missions as well. I don't know if there's certain things, requirements that you have to meet to get it, but just figured I'd throw that on out there. And we will not be getting a psychotic egg for this because we didn't have a living frigate on this one, but doesn't mean we won't get some good items. 577 activated indium, 3 nitrogen salts, another 563 activated indium, 6 neural ducts, and that's going to do it. So as I've pointed out, any of the items that you get through this method, they're going to get put into your freighter inventory. So with that, we will go into that, sort these out. Just put that over there. Nitrogen salt is very good. We need that for a couple of the higher mineral items that we get through this. These are just trade goods. Probably wind up selling these pretty soon, maybe the next day or two. Again, I just wanted to get decent stacks of them so we get the most for our profitability. That's going to stay. We get more than enough of those. Alright, so these are more things for your sentient starships. I don't think that's sentinel starships. I want to say these are the living ships that we can get. Oh god, we got another citizen conflict brewing. Fuckers just can't work well with each other. Treasures I put in the exo suit. Neural duct we put in our trade goods. We already got a good stack of those. I think everything else is gonna stay. Let's crack into these and see what we get. Cannot spawn with inorganic host. Evolve additional storage. Alright, so I think this is cargo space for your living ships. And these are upgrades. And that was an S-class because we had 3 of them. Now we have 4, so that worked out. But do bear in mind, much like all your other things, like you can only have a maximum of 3, otherwise it's going to overload them. You're going to have to get rid of whatever the weaker one is. So be it. Maybe we'll we'll get a couple of living ships going on here, who's to say? But you could also, if you have overage, sell them for nanites back at the vendors on the starships, or the space stations. There you go. Any overage I tend to throw into the starship. That way when we go to sell it, we're ready to go. This we need to put in our exosuit. We're going to go bring that over to the nutrient processor. Which, if you're familiar with our setup, you know that it's over here in our initial farming room. There we go. So for that, we go into ingredient storage. And we just hit the triangle button. As we can see, we already had 13 in there. Now we got 14. I don't think we have to put the gag nip in there. Yeah, coming along. Another thing to point out, as many content creators will, if you're early on and you're struggling for cargo space in your exosuit, it's always a good idea to craft one of these up. It'll be a different variety. I don't think it's going to show it to us on the freighter. Yeah, no, you gotta be on the ground. But you can craft those up once you do the building tutorial for your bases. You'll have the ability to make those. But you can break them down and put them into your inventory. I think we are carrying one right here. Here's our nutrient. So when you're on the ground, whether you're at a base or not, anywhere is viable. You can bust this thing out and throw food-related items into it. Some elemental stuff like carbon as well. I think condensed carbon too. But if you want to free up some slots and it's available to throw in there, you can toss it in. There's a total of 50 slots of storage available. Then you break it back down, throw it in your inventory, and instead of all those items taking up space here, you only require one slot for your nutrient processor. Nice little thing you can exploit. Save yourself some carry space. Alright, since we're here, we might as well utilize our storage. We got plenty of open technology slots, so I'm not going to waste it for that. We will throw it in here. Just to get another row going. Again, as we can see, we could pick this up. It gives us the ability to do, when we're scanning for, if we're going to warp via the freighter, you can see the economic and conflict data for the systems that you're going to be warping to. I tend not to warp on the freighter. I usually just warp around to on the starship and then just call the freighter in. You do it that way, it doesn't wind up costing you any fuel. But also, if you haven't unlocked all of these types of warps, where like this one opens up the green stellar bodies. Once we get this, we can do the blue ones. I'm pretty sure you can call in your freighter, regardless of if you have these opened up into those stellar bodies. Don't quote me on that, I could be wrong. Whereas if we were to try to warp through that little terminal we were just standing at, it wouldn't allow us to go there. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Alright, so, oh wait, I forgot to do one thing. Silly me. I meant to check to see if we got new, fleet missions to send out. Alright, view potential expeditions. And, nope, we are still waiting for them to respawn. So what is it, 4 o'clock? We'll check back at 5. Like I said, I want to try to find out when exactly they refresh these. Just to get an accurate time frame for that. Alright. But, again, if you wanted to warp via your freighter, you would access that section. And I'm trying to see if I can find Star Systems, Free Explore. Alright, so this would be a blue system. As you can see, temporal warp computer required. We don't have that. But if we were to go there via our starship, we would probably be able to call in the freighter from our menu. Suppose we could test that out. See for a certainty. Not like we don't have plenty of fuel. Next order of business for the staff mission, we need to go to a new dissonant planet. We've already utilized this one here, so I don't think it's going to work. Let's go back down there and do it again. So we're at Free Explore. There we go. Alright, so we got this blue system. Just to quell my curiosity, to find out one way or the other. That is in fact how this works. And when it comes to your starships, go into the menu once we get through all of this. So, what you need in order to access these areas, if I can find the right thing, we're looking for indium. Alright, so you get your cadmium drive. This will probably be the first one that you craft up. This will make it so you can go to red stellar bodies. Indium drive is the highest class one, which is for blue systems. And then there's another one that I don't know if we have or not. The emerald drive. So you can have all of these. They will give you benefits for having them, but if you want to be able to access all the different star types, but you want to conserve slots, really the only one you need is the indium. Because if I didn't have the other two, I'd still be able to access this because this is the highest rated one. So this gives you access to the red and the green, if that makes any sense. Another similar type of thing that works in the same manner as you have these Atlas passes. These you unlock through the anomaly. I forget which exact terminal it is that you go to, but there's a level 1, level 2, and level 3. There's different types of items that'll be on the ground level, little cargo pods. They're like spherical. Those require a level 1 pass. Then there's doors inside of some buildings that need to be unlocked. Those require level 2. And I've run into the level 3, I think they're doors, but I don't know exactly. I don't really tend to seem to find them all that often, but my point is, I digress. As long as you have the level 3, you can access the level 1s and the level 2. So you don't have to have the specific level. So instead of you like having the level 1 card, level 2 card, and the level 3 card, all you really need is the level 3. But I saw a content creator that was stressing to people they should have all 3 of them, and he was unaware that as long as you have the level 3, it works to open up the level 1s and the level 2s. So to save yourself inventory space, really, this is the only one you're going to need. So again, bringing me back to the drives, pretty similar. As long as you have the indium drive, it's going to work for all the other ones. But if you want the added bonuses to your, I believe, hyperdrive range, having all 3 different types is beneficial if you have the technology space. There you go. You learn something new every day. Next order of business, we're going to try to fly in our freighter. I'm not going to actually do it. I want to keep it where it is, but I just want to see if I have the ability to call it in. And no, alright, so evidently you're gonna need those upgrades to call them in. That answers our question. Awesome stuff. Alright, next order of business, we need to go to a dissonant planet. Doesn't necessarily matter which one we go to, we just need to go to one. And Nyanguna is the winner. So, there you go. And to clear up some more space in our fleet. I believe we have room for 5 more ships, so we're going to get back to looking for Sentinel ships once we get this autophage mission completed. I'm pretty sure we're on the home stretch. Nyanguna system in the Hilbert dimension. Alright. Now we just need to figure out which one is the distant planet. Haunted Emerald Planet. I'm thinking that's the type of planet that I got my mold farm on. Let's see if we can find the distant planet. I do want to go swing by there, give it a look. We have a dead planet. That's not going to be any good for us. And we got a bountiful planet. Are you the distant planet? Redacted planet. So we're still looking. Assume this is the last planet. There we go. There's that distant planet. Alright, so it's nearby that. I want to go check this planet out real quick. Oh, we had a hidden planet. What are you? Terraforming catastrophe. That does not sound inviting. We're not going to go there. Not like a haunted planet sounds inviting either. I imagine there's going to be a lot of whispering eggs. Little abyssal horror creatures and such. And it's a bit hazy. Pretty sure I've seen planets like this before. I'm gonna pop down and have a little look-see. It's got like a film noir kind of look to it. Let's get that off the screen. Get out from behind that. There you go. Ah, pyramid head. You don't think there's really anything fascinating down here for us. Let's take a look, see how many fauna there. 14, you say? How many are underground? There's 2. Yeah, we're not going to bother. Alright. Curiosity is piqued. Seeing what we need to see. But do keep in mind, if you're fauna hunting, and you want to get them nanite bonuses, the more creatures that are on the planet, the higher the nanite bonus is going to be. I think 14 gives you like 3,500. And I was correct, yeah. So if we were to get all of these, once you're done filling out the list, you just hover over this, hold down your X button, or whatever button it is, for your console or device of choice, and it'll give you a nanite bonus. Again, we're just shy of 200,000, so we really don't need to stick around and get it anymore. But if you're early on and you're struggling for nanites, that's always a good, quick, and easy way to get some. But again, my advice is look at what the fauna types are. It'll tell you like where they're located, whether they're going to be aerial, ground, underwater, or underground. If there's a bunch of underground ones, I say skip it, because trying to go spot to spot to find them winds up taking far more time than it's worth. Alright, so I want to say... well, we'll just go to the space station. It was nearby there, I'm where I need to go. That's the one. Oh shit, alright. I don't believe this is a derelict freighter. So, these will occasionally pop up when you're pulse driving. So usually it's just a busted up freighter, but if it has these little cargo pods next to it, you can crack into them. Usually they carry in gold. But do keep in mind, when you do crack into these, pirates will usually show up and you'll have to do a space battle. Is no big deal to us, but again, if you're early on and your ship's really not statted out, probably best to just avoid them. You can easily get gold from the meteors that are floating around in the sky. But we're gonna go for it. And give it a couple of seconds. Hey, what do you know? So another thing to do is, you do go this route, make sure you get both of the cargo pods before you shoot down the batch pirates. They will spawn another batch. So you're on our side. Sweet, thanks for blocking. Actually made yourself useful for a change. Shock. Oh shit, I think that's an exotic. It's always beneficial to take down the pirate ships. You'll usually get pirate transponders, which if you try to get your reputation with the Mercenaries Guild booted up, you can usually donate 3 of these for 3 standard. But once you get that maxed out, you can also sell them for a good chunk of change. We got 6 right now. We'll be able to get 510,000 units. If your ship's fitted out to do decent damage, you can pretty much acquire a good chunk of change very easily. Now, unfortunately... oh, there we go. I usually, like most things, like I'll just let the pirate transponders pile up before I go and sell them. It's a lot like all the other items, depending on where you are in the system, what type of economy it is, it'll determine how much of a profit you'll gain or will be lost. But it's usually best to sell in bulk. You get more for your money's worth. Go and try and sell it piecemeal. Each time you sell it, the value is going to go down. And again, once you get to a point where you have as much money as we do, you really don't pay attention to profitability. Usually just selling stuff to open up the inventory slots. Alright, so what we need to do is land. fueled up our scanner, so that's part of the process we won't have to deal with. Sharded from the Atlas. No idea what that meant. We got a cacti. Alright, so as we've learned, we need to go into our multi-tool.
Navigational data received.
This will show us where we need to go. Then when we get there, just click our L3 button and greet the stealthy members of the community. Oh, hey, buddy. Jesus, what do you get, syphilis? Fucking hey. It's very uncomfortable. How far away is that? I didn't look. Yeah, it's not that far away. Just keep going on foot. Shit, that was a dissonance resonator I just walked by too, right? Probably. Got any birdies? Does not appear to be the case. It's on the opposite side. Whatever. It's probably just going to wind up being a mirror anyway. Speaking of which, we need to get some shards. Because I've been going through quite a few, feeding them to these autophages. Not that we don't have plenty stacked up, but I like to try to keep enough on hand for the Sentinel ships, so we don't have to go running about gathering them up as we go. And the reason that I sold some of the ships that we didn't necessarily need, I wanted to get spools and nano cables, because a couple of times they've wanted those when we've interacted with them. Make sure I had some of those on hand. Quite certain we don't need Atlantium. Yeah, we almost got a full stack. We don't need to gather up any more of that. Alright, where were you? Over here. Looks like they're right by a drop pod. So again, as I was explaining to Tito on the last one, if you're early on in your run and you're pretty low on units, these are going to be clutch for you. So these items right here are called drop pods. They're usually scattered about the land, but if you gather up a bunch of navigational data, these doohickeys right here, if you get about 30, you can carry 40 per stack, but 30 will be good enough. You can get 10 little items that work just like these, or they pretty much look similar to these. They're of a yellow variety. But you basically just hover over it, hold your square button down if you're on the PlayStation. It'll ping a spot in the map to show you exactly where one of these bad boys are. Basically, you pop on inside, interact with it. You're gonna need a carbon nanotube some sodium nitrate, and an antimatter housing. So, as I suggested, make sure you have a decent amount of all this on your person, and you can basically just go spot for spot, spend like an hour or two. Pretty much increase your inventory capabilities very, very quickly, which will make your travels vastly more easier. You'll have the ability to carry more stuff without having to stop and unload. Alright, so next order of business is where are these suckers we need to talk to? Yeah, we got 4 more fauna to go. Whether we get them all or not, who's to say? This was where we were supposed to come. So I am confused. Let's go to the log. That's why. Alright. Doop. Now it should work. Scanner recharging. I hope so. There we go. These are the guys we're looking for. Hello, sir. Hello. Is that a pre-built something carapace? Present a gift of 19 Atlanteum. Thank you for this contribution. Do blah like my carapace? I built it myself. You modest so-and-so. We build our own bodies. And that's not the guy we need to talk to. You are the guy we need to talk to. That was weird. Scrapped construct Kubo Empole tilts towards me. The movement dislodging a fine cloud of rust. Perhaps they are performing a scan, though the gesture is oddly reminiscent of inhaling a pleasant fragrance. Is he sniffing his own fats? He looks like the type that sniffs his own fats. Yes, have her echo in suit. The other entity said, blah, would, but I not believe in the disruptor without seeing him myself. Show Atlanteum chamber. Is good, pre-built entity. Something good. Have built this to detail. I do not require more of what but must follow. 2. The construction ritual. Earn autophage friendship. Repeat friendship. The staff is a blur of autophage friendship. I will choose to accept. I have one last quest. One last blueprint. Alright. Salvage stash ship components. Scrapped construct. Kubo Empole. Primary reward. Concentric transducer blueprint. Scrap construct, whatever the fuck his name is, of planet Tagom 9 or 11 in the Neogunga system is in need of new components and has requested my assistance in acquiring salvage from a downed starship. The autophage hums a faint tune, a digital exclamation of joy. I will soon find out why. Goody. Alright, so where are we heading? Oh, do we already have what he needs? It's showing us a check mark. I guess we should just talk to him. Hand in starship scrap. Okay, I guess we don't need to go nowhere. New product recipe learned. Concentric transducer. An electrified arrangement of mechanical wheels transforms stored energy into beams of propulsion according to the specifications of weapons and laser attachments. One of 3 core components, this forms the head of a traditional autophage voltaic staff. And we need a superconductor, of which we have a whole bunch. up on our freighter.
Protection falling.
Nope, not what I wanted to do. But this is. Oh shit, we had the wrong secondary on. Alright, so we'll let the swarm abate, and then we'll talk to this chucklehead. Okay. You have an icon above your head. Construct Hyros watches me curiously. I have the impression that this final blueprint is especially precious, and that earning it signifies a milestone of sorts. Ask about concentric transducer. Disruptor, the last blueprint of the staff, will require a terminal to move the multi-tool. Enjoy the nothing brings, like the construction of own holy staff. The autophage takes great care to speak clearly, their effort palpable. They fill the communication gaps with gestures, indicating that I will require a terminal to finalize the construction of my voltaic staff. Though these beings are obviously advanced, I have no sense of being prejudged or scorned. Each autophage has conducted an apparently unbiased assessment and chosen to grant another blueprint. Construct Hyros regards me with cautious approval as we say farewell. Yep, have a day. Did we scan all the fauna? I believe we have. Alright. So here's the thing. This is going to be prompted on our map until I do something. We're not going to get anything from doing this, but we can easily part with the components. We have plenty of them. Yep, exactly as I thought. It's not going to let's do anything. But it gets it off the quest log, so that works. Assemble the concentric transducer for your voltaic staff. Oh yeah, we need the semiconductor first. I don't think we can craft one where we're at. Nope, we need a superconductor. We need a semiconductor and a rich carbon. So yeah, we're gonna have to go up to the freighter. That's a find. It's Frank and Beans over here. I suppose we could just call it in here instead of going all the way back. Because I do want to go looking for a ship since we're at this new planet. Get further away. Is good enough? Yay! Nothing else we need to do while we're up here. So, now that we're here, go. Goody, we get all three parts. We get the shaft, we get the chamber, and we get the transducer. Autophage synthesis terminal required to assemble voltaic staff. Locate autophage camp with the polyphonic core. Okay, back to the planet we go. We could also just utilize an echolocator. It'll send us to a camp. But we'll do it the way they're telling us to. Just in case it glitches the mission. use some Atlanteum.
Technology recharge.
Remote autophage signal detected. How far away is it? Nope. I'm just gonna leave the ship behind. During the daytime, the sun refills the launch thrusters. Not really a necessity at this point. We got plenty of fuel. Early on, it definitely is clutch to have that, because again, if you don't have a lot of inventory slots, it doesn't make it necessary that you fill one up to carry the fuel with you. The other reason I wanted to come up here is I thought I saw a downed robot. Oh shit.
Thermal protection falling.
I may have been mistaken. I did. It's right over there. What do you got for us, buddy? 10 inverted mirrors. This is why I always check them if I find them. Ah! Stop resisting. Again, even if you're not doing this mission, it's always clutch to at least interact with them to see what they have for items. Sometimes it's nothing worth grabbing. Rusted metal, pungium, something like that. But occasionally you'll find like quad servos, walker brains. Usually a full stack of them, so definitely well worth grabbing them up. Picking up 10 off a downed robot is much easier than destroying 10 walkers to get the same amount. Small radiant shards. Oh, fuck. Did I just bunny hop off of you? I do believe I did. So this is kind of strange. What's up, y'all? Before we interact with them, I'm going to dig up the cargo just to get it done and over with. Hope they don't take offense. Actually, I mean it too when I do this. Just gather it all up and delete it at once. Just get some poly fiber. There you go. get a warped hypercore.
Extreme night radiation detected.
And some more salvage data. It's worthwhile to scope these out if you come across them. Sometimes you get salvage frigates. And maybe a cargo bulkhead if you're really lucky. Seems like we're just getting salvage data left and right. That's kind of a shame.
Subterranean radiation detected.
We got one more cargo pod to pop open.
Thermal protection falling.
And what's it gonna be? Salvage data. Ah, that was absolutely abysmal. That's okay. We need to fill
Technology
these.
recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Alright. Look at you with your big old royal staff. How is that you can see me? I have the power. A gift? Thank you, pre-built entity. This was unexpected. Not many autophage yet, but we are coming. Many echoes are still... You look like you've been through the ringer. Jesus. Hello, is that a pre-built carapace? Thank you for this contribution. You like my carapace? I built it myself. It shows! Interacting with these guys is increasing our standing, so it's worth it to do. Probably gonna talk to him. Yep, look at that. We're already ranked 4 out of 9. Where you going? Son bitch. You, my carapace pre-built entity, is unique in all the universe. O construct shimmers in Atlantean haze around their exposed middle joints. This will be of something, thank you. The Korvax are blah. They're blah. They look blah. Us, but they blah little. Atlantid has chosen us. Yeah, and I bet that's what meth addicts think about meth.
Storm clearing.
Greetings, pre-built entity. Yes, greetings indeed. O construct, Mahal. Come here. Turns towards me, and I hear the faint hiss of leaking hydraulics, the grinding of uneven gears. Thank you for this gift. I will tell a little about the autophage. Korvax suffered erasure. I did. We all did. She does not converge. She is rebuilding herself. Okie dokie. Where is the friggin' terminal that I'm looking for here? I have this thing. Is it inside this building? Nope. These aren't interactable. Is it the ball here? Log extraction complete. I don't believe this is what we need. Error. Unexpected log termination. We already salvaged the materials. So what the hell am I supposed to interact with? We get this right here. Cloak terminals can be revealed with the scanner. Ah! Well, why the hell didn't it appear when we first scanned? I blame you. Present gift. One spool. We have nano cables. But did that other guy take them from us? What the fuck? Oh, that son of a bitch. He took our nano cables. The audacity. Yeah, whatever. Alright, well, I would have hooked you up, buddy, but you got shafted. Staff assembly. Head component. Dunk. Core component. Pole component. Oh, so we got a whole bunch of different ones we can get. And this looks pretty generic. But, mission accomplished. We got what we needed. So that works. Ooh, it's B class. How do you like that? I don't think we're going to be keeping it though, so that's fine. Dump. Take multi-tool. Free. Better be free. We did all the work for it. Ta-da! We get our very first staff. Look at that. Things are looking up. Oh. We're not going to be using this for quite a while. Again, we're going to try to get something a little bit better than this. An attachment for the multi-tool scanner allows the device to detect and decode the clones. Yes, we already know about that. But we can fix it up. We have plenty of components for it. What did that just do? Let's wait. Want to look before you leave. Well, one of them was wiring components. I don't know what the other one was. As unfamiliar. Alright, so let's see what we got. Paralysis motor. Combat scope. Minor beam. Bolt caster. And plasma. This thing's got a shit ton of stuff already hooked up on it. Slot-wise is kind of cool. This is a supercharged slot. Once we get it to an A and then to an S, we'd find out where the rest of the supercharged slots are. But I think we can do much better than this rinky-dink looking Swiffer-looking multi-tool. I want to get a cool one like fucking this guy's carrying. Look at that thing. That thing looks beastly. Colorful and shit. But that's probably going to be a while before we can get that stuff, because I think we're going to need to purchase the components with void modes. And as we can see, they are quite expensive. But I'm thinking once we get our reputation maxed out with these guys, we'll be able to start getting void modes through them. I don't know that for a certainty. But like this, when we interact with him, offer assistance, insufficient standing. Once we get our standing up, we should be able to access those. And hopefully for our troubles, we'll be able to make some void modes through there. The way that we've been getting them is through the harmonic, the echo locators, when they bring us the harmonic camps, gathering them up in the wheelbarrows, but they're few and far between. Also random as to whether you're going to get them or not. So I would like to believe there's an easier way to do that. But we don't know that for a certainty, so we're going to be either pleasantly surprised or unpleasantly disappointed. There you go. Now the other thing is unlike the Gek, the Korvax, and the Vikings. Go to the right thing. Like for them, like the Vikings, I can feed them these. That'll increase our reputation with them. These are the Korvax, these for the Geks. I don't believe there's one for these guys. At least I've yet to come across anything thus far. I think it's pretty much just gotta talk to them, feed them Atlantium, and that'll increase your standings with them. So with that, we don't even have a way to see how we're doing with that. Again, for each of the life forms, you can just hover on this, it'll tell you, like the Korvax, where maxed out, well, not maxed out, you can bring it up to 999, possibly even more. Once you get past 100, it doesn't go any higher. But the same can be said in the opposite direction. I think the highest we had this was negative 318, but you can easily counteract that and bring it back to 0. Just go do some missions for the outlaw systems. They'll give you a passport. Then you find your way to a Gek system. Go into the space station. There's a big robotic eye thing in the back. You feed it the passport, and it brings you back to basically a neutral standard. So I'm not too concerned. But what I tend to do is I'll utilize the Gek systems. If I want to get upgrades to my freighter, you can go in there and destroy freighters that you see floating out in the cosmos. But as you break into their cargo pods and destroy them, you lose reputation with whatever life form is dominant in the system. So I tend to just choose the Geks. That way I can keep my reputation with the Viking and the Korvax. But if you have a soft spot for the Gek, feel free to use any of the other ones. But once I found out they enslaved the Korvax, I kind of disliked them from that point forward. But that's just me. Anywho, we've accomplished what we set out to do. So, we'll take some time, go look for a spaceship, Sentinel ship. And if it's a good looking one, we'll make the planet a wonder and we'll get you guys the portal coordinates. How does that work for you? This looks like a deposit farm over here. Let's go hit this up. We are going to switch back to our preferred multi-tool. That way when shit goes awry, we got caught with our pants down. Gray skies are gonna clear up. Alright, still a little bit of a distance away. Is that what I think it is? Holy shit! Damn plant life. It is indeed. So let's see what we're gonna get for items. And we want to make sure. No. We got a shield on. So we got radon. Gold. Nitrogen, definitely want that. More nitrogen. And nitrogen salt. Alright. So... and that's gonna piss all them off, so that's when you just bop on into your shielding. Probably not gonna be able to get out of their sight, but let's see what we can do here. I mean, technically I could take them all on. As long as we can beat all 5 waves, we'd be able to get a free shot of the Sentinel ship. I'd rather just not get hassled. There you go. As soon as I saw there was nitrogen, I had to have it. I've been struggling to get that. Radon, we got more than enough. I think we got almost 2 full stacks in storage. Oh. Maybe we should swing by there, too. 2 of them? Alright, that's random to see 2 side by side like that. Might as well go interact with it.
Thermal protection falling.
Oh, okay, that explains why there's sentinels over here. This is gonna piss them off, but whatever. Mm-hmm. That didn't break it? The fuck? We got a inverted mirror. Frigates. And there's only 2 knowledge stones, alright. Usually there's 3, not always. I mean, sometimes there's only 2. If you interact with this, it'll point you in the direction of a buried treasure. Or you can get a help with the word. So, knowledge of the past first. Probably not gonna waste my time going for the artifact. But come on back and we have the urge to do so. Still have the, hey, what the you following me? I think he's accused me of the same. Your technology must be great, Disruptor. With their Atlantidian cloak removed, the autophage eyes me with a wary gaze. Ah, you want nano cables. You suck. Practice language. I pause to think. Anti-construct Cabus does likewise. Request dialect help. Oh, there we go. We've learned the word for. For! Are there any more of those guys? Seems random there'd just be one standing over there. Alright. Whatevers. I'm not one to judge. Do you? Where'd that other building go? Did it disappear? There was 2. We saw 2 of them. Where the fuck did the other one go? There's one up here, and then there was one further down. Oh, was it a mirage? I believe it might have been a mirage. I am so confused right now. Oh, there it is. Let's see what else we have on the horizon here. A bunch of gravitino balls. We don't need. Ancient ruins far off in the distance. Ah, sneaky, sneaky. Sitting down on the job, eh? Hello. It is rare for a pre-built entity to blah blah and autophage. This is very interesting. Despite the tired and rusted material of their shell, new construct Miyazafada, I butchered that, seems charged with energy, hungry and alive. Present a gift. Thank you. Our society values this cooperation. The convergence to delete is the action of a small mind. And there we go. I'm going to get a word off of you, too. Yep. You already said all that. Practice language. Request dialect help. You've learned the word for exchange. Alrighty. Now, since we've already got one buried artifact, it's not going to allow us to do two. You can only do one at a time, so we'll just gain another word off of this. That'll be fine. You do have the option to request it, but it'll come up with nothing found. So, just a little helpful hint from yours truly. Why do we have the autophage thing still propped up? Show the completed voltaic staff to the marked autophage cloaked autophage. Oh, we have to go show off our goods. I guess we gotta go back. Pays to actually read this shit when you're moving along. We will not be going by foot, so let's call in our ship. Ah, yeah, I was gonna go looking for a sentinel ship too, wasn't I? Doink. We might as well do this before. Your ship looks like it got cut in half there, buddy. And I would imagine we have to break up the staff. What the hell's its name? Glassy pie. Glassy pie? Alright. Jesus, that's never gonna creep me out. Where, oh where is the guy we gotta show this to? We crushed him with that shit. Okay. That ain't good. I think that might upset him. Sorry about that. Oh, don't be like that. Come on. Wee, staff. This is an important something. I wish I could understand your language. Disruptor, I am to be here to see this. As staff makes much creativity possible. You may wish to upgrade it. I do, because this looks like absolute trash. The autophage pauses. Their battered, corroded face stares directly into mine. They speak slowly and with gravity. If, say the words, disruptor, may, this staff will open. That were hidden before. Ask them to repeat that. The autophage looks uncomfortable. They make a strange rasping sound, as though clearing their throat. Me, disruptor. I do not wish to voice the of that entity. Say the correct words. You may also find the staff will open. That were before. May know the entity already. That one the Korvax worships. Oh, the Atlas. Okay. You say the correct words. You may also find the staff will open doors that were hidden before. Oh, why didn't you say that the first time? You may know the entity already. That one that the Korvax worships. Ta-da! Establish a relationship with the autophage complete. Learn more about the autophage. Complete prayers of the machine to proceed. Okay. I suppose we could do that. They who returned. Prayers of the machine. Present Atlantidium to an electronic hub and note its response. I don't see anything that's prompting us down here on ground level, but it also said we need to summon the anomaly. You know what? I want to go look for a sentinel ship first, so we're going to do that. And for that, we need you.
Navigational data received.
Where are we going? Oh, look, cactus. Don't believe we need any. We got plenty up on the ship. Alright, so what I can do for fellow travelers out and about, put one of these communication stations down. That way, they want to just warp right to this thing. They'll find themselves at a camp. I think we can put in our own verbiage here. So, communication station. Leave a message. And we'll do a Cowboy Bebop reference. Because that's just the kind of guy I'd be. Carry that weight. There you go. So now when you walk up to the ball, it should tell you that. Probably not for us because we left a message. But... oh, multi-tool expansion slot. That'll go a long way. We actually get one of these staffs we want to use. Yeah, we got some void mount. Fuck yeah. We don't need that. We can get 50 tainted metal. I'll be very happy. And, don't think it's going to be the case. Nope, we did not. There you go. Let's factor this chucklehead over here. My role in this exchange is complete, Disruptor. I have introduced our camp as best I can. I have told the others of your coming. They will not turn you away. Why, thank you. Jesus Christ. Want it, brother, man. Come on. Standing behind me like that. Hello, what is it that you wish from me? I wish for you not to stand directly behind me in your camouflage. Cannot imagine the things this construct has seen, the cycles of deletion and rebirth. I have not even a flicker to them. Let's give you a radiant shad. Thank you for this. I did not expect a gift from an unknown pre-built entity. Do you know of the Void Mother? She is the something for something. She creates something. That's just wonderful. Oh, we can offer assistance now. Hell yeah. Fucking sweet. Do this. Yeah, there we go. 460 void motes. This is exactly as I thought. We need to do this in order to get void motes. Repair a lost autophage. We could do that for you. And we'll get 2 words. Dun, 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 dun. How far away is it? 12 minutes. Fuck. Alright. We're gonna activate the ship search first. Actually, we're gonna have to come back here to finish the mission anyway, so it doesn't really matter. 1, 7, 13. Okay. One, 7, 13. I'm not going to bother deactivating the multi-tool, because we now have 6 slots filled, and we're not going to be able to take it without losing something. And I don't want to part with anything that we got, so... Of course, they're both in opposite directions. That doesn't surprise me. We can easily get back here. We'll be able to warp right to that ball we threw down. That's convenient. Let's see. You are 2 hours away. Either way you slice it, you're gonna go out. And it does not look like a keeper. Heavens no. Care for the orange color. Kind of digging the thruster beams though. Those gonna look pretty cool. Alright, we don't need rusted metal. And let's see what we got. Is it gonna be a C class? Yeah, it says C class. I'm kind of tempted just to leave it. Yeah, whatever. We got 5 slots. We can scrap it, get a couple million. Like I said, I think the minimum is 15 million units, so it's worthwhile. And since we need to feed these autophages nano cables, and scrapping ships is the third way to get them, all the more reason. Where are you? There you go. Another crashed freighter. I'm probably not gonna fuck with it. Didn't really dig out much good stuff from the last one, so... Doesn't motivate me to go through the process again. I might change my mind by the time we get back. Shouldn't take us more than 2 minutes to get it. What the fuck is that? Just a plant. Do 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 do. You couldn't have packed closer? Pack, man. Can't hurt by words. Shall. You passed. Ah, we almost got past. Keeping it up with the Gandalf theme. Alright, I'm gonna interact with this foolish thing over here and see what happens. Glyph 1, Glyph 2, Glyph 3. Oh, alright. Just gonna feed it Atlantidium. Inspect the monolith. Witness before this intro. Let's see what happens. Hopefully that didn't screw us from being able to... The ancient site stairs as I approach stone scraping against stone. Won't through it. Nope, we can still do the brain. It's my brain. So I think if it wasn't the one that we needed to go through for the brain, we'd probably still gonna be able to, but I think this will help us unlock words. No, it's not letting us interact with it. Oh wait, now it's telling us to come back here. Okay. The interface glows. Atlantidium, still rippling within its core. The very stone seems to shift. Its cold, polished surface, rearranging itself into a piece of technology. Inspect runic technology. Oh shit! Well, that's a different friggin' multi-tool. Alrighty then. It's a C-class, so I shouldn't really be all that excited about it. But this thing looks pretty friggin' badass. I'm going to decline for right now. So we want to switch to gun. I wouldn't mind getting rid of. Get rid of the Sentinel Pew Pew.
Thermal protection fully.
Which is a shame. We need to take all this stuff out of it. I don't really care about any of the other stuff. I just want to get these out. We can put them into one of the other multi-tools later on. Alright, and now we do a switcheroo. But if your exchange for 1,620 nanites, wait, what? Alright. Well, I mean, we have 199,000, so it's not a problem. Now I don't know if I want to bother, or if I should wait till we find a higher class. But I like the color scheme of this one. I'm gonna go for it. I don't give a fuck. It gives us an excuse to spend some of our nanites. The stone is silent. Its song now complete. Sounds like it's still making noise to me, but what do I know? Alright, so that was unexpected. Pays to screw around and just find out what happens. I've seen quite a few videos featuring those kind of weapons. I just never noticed how exactly it got them. It's a little bit surprising. I think as far as rifles go, the Sentinel one that we have, my main one, is pretty much the best rifle in the game. But it kind of all depends on where the supercharged slots wind up laying on them. So we could definitely improve upon the one we got. I'm going the complete opposite direction, aren't I? Where the hell's the ship? That's why we don't see it. Herder. I would have flown on for like another 5 minutes before I realized that. Organic rock. These give off Mordite. Might as well grab them. Hopefully not get accosted by the Sentinels. Nope. I think we're working on our third stack in our storage with that shit. So I really didn't need to grab it, but it was there, so why not? Alright, compare 38 million, we're likely gonna get like 20, 25 all said and done, but it's worth it. So claim you, leave you laying, get back in the Franken beans. Gonna go do that mission for our autophage buddy. Now my new focus is just getting as much void mode as we can so we can get a nice beefed up staff. I don't want to go to the ruins. It's going to send me there now. Hopefully not. Nope, we're going to the right one. It works. This isn't where I'm going, is it? Where the fuck am I going? Where, oh where? Oh, do we have to get down on the ground and search for him? Might be the case. Notice if it said approximate location, and it did. Alright. Ah, he's up here. Dunk. Hang on, buddy, I'm coming. Here you go. Condensed carbon, microprocessor, and nanotubes. The 7th. Yay! We got back in the ship to fly on back to where we already were to get the things that we need. Emerald. Yeah, we get about 3,500. We don't need to stop and get more. I think I got some in storage as well. So. Alright, let's go complete this mission, and then I think we are going to go up to the freighter. At which point, we'll probably take a little bit of a break. Might be a lengthy one. I want to go off and farm void boats, but I figure that's probably just going to be very boring, very tedious. So, I'll spare you all that BS. But once we make enough progress, we get ourselves a new beefed up staff. Hey, look at that. Somebody else put a new one? Ah, somebody else swung by. Fuck yeah. That's freaking cool. We helped a buddy out. That's awesome. I feel like we've had a productive day. Okay, dude. There you are. Alright. Hand in mission. And we increased our standing. We got 460 autophage void motes. And we moved on up. How do you like that? Only 4 more to go. Let's see what we can do. Stand stiffly in front of you. Offer assistance. Oh, okay. We get another 420 void mote. Collect 1 crystallized heart. I can do that very easily. I've already got them.
Thermal protection falling.
I like that. That's why I just go around gathering up shit even if I don't need it, because you never know when you're gonna. Awesome sauce. Let's see what this guy needs doing. Present a gift. Alright, I guess I can't do a mission for you. I'll tell you a little blah. It is hungry. Her flesh is to rebuild. Alright, wasn't a complete waste. Anybody else here worth talking to? I think it's just the 3 of them. Alrighty. Coolio. We've made some progress. But I want to go up to the freighter and divvy up some of this stuff. Get it into storage, get it out of our inventory. All that jazz. I'm pretty sure we need to swing on by the settlement again. And we should have freighter missions ready to redeem. But, again, that's going to do it for this one. Like I said, probably going to take a little bit of a lengthy break. Get a bunch of stuff going. That way when we come back, we have an itinerary. Some worthwhile stuff to accomplish. But for now, that's going to do it. So, for those that came on by and watched along with us, and for anybody that may make it to the sound of my voice in the future, thank you all for doing so. As always, we appreciate and value your viewership and support of the channel. And hopefully, we'll catch some of y'all, if not all y'all, on the next one. With that stated, this is Slammy signing off, and until next time, peace, y'all.